Hello, everybody. Nadia Hernandez. It's Saturday. We're in the middle of the weekend. Hope everybody's doing good. Cheers, dears. My voice isn't quite as gravelly, but it's very soft. So that's okay. I won't sound so annoying to some people. So I'm going to do a little bit of history. Well, a lot of history because it's going to be a long one, so I might have to talk a little quicker to get this in. A little parable from Gilligan's Island. Follow the professor, not the millionaire. Now we're going to talk about the little mustached one from World War II and the mango moose knuckle now. It's going to talk about the first year of the mustache's reign and Trump's first month of reign. But you got to remember, he had 4 years ago to perfect what's going on today. So we are in the grip of a Great Depression. Now, we have inflation more than anyone has ever seen in the history of our country. Before they got the message out en masse, the task ahead is massive. They're taking your jobs. Mango Moose Knuckle holds huge rallies. Our country is the worst. They are laughing at us, and they are taking your jobs. Then, focus on economy, bread for work. Give me 4 years and I will fix it. Now, when I'm back in the White House, our economy will boom, jobs will soar, prices will come down. Then the economy is not his priority. His long-standing hatred of the Jews and immigrants, he says they have no sense of nationhood and they are the threat. Now, although he inherited a fabulous economy, he is relentless about how bad Biden did, and the country is near a recession, and he is focused more on immigrants than he is on saving you money. Then, within a week of taking power, he's not concerned about employment. He targets the Jews. Within days of taking power, Trump does not bring down prices. He targets immigrants, mainly Venezuelans and Haitians. Then his brown shirts man the blockades and arrest and boycott Jewish businesses. They are forever watching. Homeland SS Kristi Noem dresses up like a cop, wears border badges, and says, let's get these dirtbags off our streets. They have a snitch line. Germans are appalled by his brand of anti-Semitism, and he backs off. The Homeland SS go to churches, schools, hospitals, and funerals to find immigrants. Then his treatment is unpopular with the working class and the educated circles around the middle class. Now, Democrats and middle to low-income families are appalled at how he talks about immigrants and their shithole countries. Then he backed off Jewish people for 4 years to work on convincing the masses that they are the enemy and that they are the enemy that's ruining the country. Trump was firm on immigration in season 1. But the wall, remember, build the wall at every rally, build the wall, chant, chant, chant. Now in season 2, he has learned a couple tricks. Hit hard and fast. Back then, he found a propaganda mastermind, Joseph Goebbels, and they devised a nationwide plan and a campaign for workers and started a jobs program. Mango Moose Knuckle, the Heritage Foundation, Russell Vogt, and Elon Musk devised a nationwide plan to trim the government fat in Project 2025 for his first 180 days. Then discrimination against mixed races, black people, Slavs, Romney, he calls them subhuman. Now, these migrants are animals. They aren't human. They are criminals from prisons and asylums. They are drug dealers and rapists. Then the jobs program to build highways, the Autobahns, hires thousands. And he gets out among them with his little gold shovel and lifting shovels of dirt at building sites while Goebbels' propaganda cameras are there and rolling. Trump goes to McDonald's to show he's just like you. And then for 20 minutes, and he's gone. He almost falls getting into a garbage truck. and the image is gold to the base, and the memes are nonstop. It's all about him. You ever see him go to a food bank or visit wounded veterans in a hospital? Then his goals for growth and building the Autobahns was to show people how much good he is doing and to link Germany with the rest of Europe and to introduce the new German labor front, sort of like unions, but with a false sense of security. No, he didn't go to veterans' hospitals. The sight of anyone who is broken or down on his luck is damaged goods to him. He actually said, don't put those wounded vets and amputees in wheelchairs in the front row. It's just not a good look for me. His goal was to target trade unions. He sees them as communists, and he hates them as much as he hates the Jews, and he thinks they give too much power to the working class. Now both dogs are going crazy. He offers unions Trump offers unions his full support. He's not a union guy. He never was. He made big promises and got the police, fire, and Teamsters to endorse him. Trump would fire a work crew rather than pay them overtime. Elon fired his employees, over 3,000, for wanting to start a union or strike. Mustache shuts down the unions, rounds up their leaders, and so they cannot strike or disrupt German society. Trump and Musk get rid of the Labor Relations Board. He shuts it down, websites down, it weakens the unions. Mustache is seen as a man of action. He is the only one that could get the nation working again. Bring Nazism into every family and announces the new order of the people's community. Trump says, I will make America great again. He brings his message to folks who are desperate on assistance and have no hope or have lost hope. So his big, loud rallies have him dancing to Macho Man and YMCA, and the poorly educated dance along with him and say, yes, he's one of us. The people's community was a social experiment, telling them that they were special, that their country is special. He is the head of that community, tirelessly working the needs of the people, and they all come together and eat a Sunday meal without meat so they can donate to him. Trump tells his base that Democrats are the evil communists that have ravaged the country, and they only care about socialism and giving money away. They have ruined the economy. They caused the inflation. I will on day 1 fix it. No, day 20, still no fixing, no lower prices. Mortgage prices are going up. His precious stock market is down. He sells Bibles, shoes, meme coins, and shot glasses and feeds lies about anything. If you get him elected, your country will, if you don't get him elected, your country will cease to exist. 4 years of Biden proved him wrong, however. But he convinces his base that only he is right. Pass the Kool-Aid. The Nizzy flags, banners, shops got signs in the windows. Everything you do is for the Fuhrer. Nizzy youth, all waving the flag, wearing uniforms, white shirts, brown skirts or brown shorts for the boys. Oh, on their wedding day, they all get a copy of Mein Kampf. MAGA flies flags in store windows. They have bumper stickers. They wear the T-shirt and the red hat. They cheer Trump with applause. They incorporate the MAGA symbols over the American flag. This shows that they think they alone own the flag. Trump's cabinet shows up on stage in their regime uniforms with the blue suit, white shirt, red tie, and a red MAGA hat. Gave the Japanese Prime Minister and Shinzo Abe's widow a copy of his book, and it's a collection of pictures of him, and he signed it. And there's also a picture of him and the new Prime Minister framed. And before, the mustache got strength through joy. That was a program that rewarded workers for hard work and gave them trips and leisure programs, all to indoctrinate them into the ideology of fascism. The Nizzy Party will look after you and offer you a world of promise. When he has them hooked and believing that they are the race that will succeed, he flips the script. He made it clear to his base who belonged, and more importantly, who didn't. The MAGA party will do what they think is right for you and offer you a world according to their beliefs. MAGA cheers, says he is chosen by God to lead them. He will make everything great. The false utopia that he promised isn't there. And then comes the crash. He flips the script. Medicaid's frozen. Now you have before he made scapegoats to blame your problems on everybody else, and the rhetoric escalates, where Jews will turn on their own families to save themselves. Once good neighbors looked after each other's children, held dinners together, are now turning friends in and family married to Jewish spouses. The immigration reaches a fever pitch after with Lake and Riley. Now every immigrant is suspect. Every person of color may come into your grandmother's kitchen and slit her throat. Immigrants with temporary protective status think they are safe, but now they have to carry ID and their papers with them at all times. The roundups are amping up across the country. The average number under Biden was 250 to 375 a day because they overstayed their visas. Now immigrants are arrested, shackled, and boarded upon military flights. Mustache makes his people believe Jews are the underclass, and he repeats it enough that Germans become willing to be complicit in appalling crimes. After his first year, he implemented his original plan, but his original plan to put the military to work, build more equipment, and his work creation schemes morphs into a plan to invade Russia because they are evil, and he never liked Russia after World War I, and his new Autobahns will allow quicker travel to other European countries. Now, the roundup on these flights, they're shackled. They have no food, water, or bathroom breaks, sometimes on 12-hour flights. This includes women and children. TPS is revoked for over 300,000 Venezuelans. There are 1.5 million Haitians in the United States right now, and there are 150,000 with TPS that will be deported because their TPS has been stripped away. Mustache said he wants Poland, but in good time. He tells the people that they have a strong military and it is a show of strength meant to keep peace. Trump now has his sights set on conquering Greenland, Canada, and taking by force, if necessary, the Panama Canal. He has cut off the U.S. from NATO, the World Health Organization, and the Paris Climate Accord, and abolishing all diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives for America's military, government, and school for the good of the nation. The war machine, Mustache says the war machine is meant to keep peace over the world. Look at me, I'm strong, don't fight me. Trump says, I am the peace president. I will stop the wars in Ukraine and Gaza on day one and bring the world back to the peaceful land that we had when I was in power before. There were no global wars 4 years ago. Then, in Germany, November 8th and 9th, 1938, came the Kristallnacht, the night of anti-Semitic violence. It was planned to look like a riot so they could beat, torture, and arrest 30,000 Jews and put them in concentration camps. Trump ordered ICE to arrest brown and black immigrants and put them in Guantanamo Bay, where 30,000 beds await them in Cuba, the new world concentration camp. Most have not committed any crimes. Many have documents. They are arrested because of Donald's deep-seated hatred for all people of color. And that, my friends, is how fascism is ran. And that is Trump's playbook, and Russell Vought's playbook, and Elon Musk's playbook, and Stephen Miller's playbook. Sorry this one wasn't funny. But cheers, dears. I'll try and do something funny tomorrow. I love you all. Take care of you. Be good to you first so you can be good to somebody else. And the old fart bag up here.
Take this button.
There we go. All right. Take care of you. I love you all. Be safe.